Thank you for tonight, Emily. I had a blast.
Me too, let's do this again soon.
Absolutely. Good night, Emily. Safe travels home. Good evening, Silas. I didn't expect you to be awake at this hour.
Well, I didn't expect you to get back so late. So, do you want to explain yourself?
Silas, what are you talking about? I don't have to explain myself for anything.
Don't fucking lie to me, Anthony. I know you smoked weed with Emily. Your eyes are dilated, and you reek of that cheap kush. Having sex is one thing, but doing drugs is another.
Relax, Silas. Everything is fine. Besides, we didn't even have sex. My virginity is still intact.
That doesn't matter to me at this point. I would rather you impregnate a girl at 19 versus getting arrested for drug charges at 19. Don't you know weed is illegal in Goanimate City?
Don't be ridiculous. This is only a one-time thing. It won't happen again.
That's a fat lie. I know you well enough by now. You like this girl so much that you will continue to smoke weed as long as she is in the picture. I knew she was a bad influence.
Silas, I am too high to have this discussion right now. Now if you excuse me, I am going to eat our entire refrigerator's worth of food and fall asleep in the bathtub.
It's so nice to have us all together again.
I feel the same way. Since we couldn't be together for the holidays, this is the next best thing.
Nothing beats a good late holiday celebration dinner.
You know, it seems like everyone had some big news to tell, for good or for scary.
In all seriousness, Rocky and Kayla, I am so happy for the both of you. There is nobody I would rather call my son-in-law more than you, Rocky.
Wow, thank you, Mr. Hanson.
No problem, Rocky, but from now on, you can call me Dad.
So, Mom and Dad, what made you guys want to have another kid?
Well, Kayla, Mom and I are both pushing 50 now, and since we both got back together, we decided we wanted to have one more baby before it was too late.
When we got remarried, your father told me he didn't want his youngest child to be born to that bitch-ass Crystal. He said he wanted his final kid to be with me.
That is a very valid point. No offense to you, Gabriel. I know that is your birth mother, but she was a massive cunt and treated the whole family like shit. I'm glad she left.
No offense taken. After she abandoned the whole family, I never thought of her the same way again. Jennifer is a better mother to me anyways.
Ah, thanks, Gabriel.
So, Connor, tell us more information about this military school.
Well, since my buddy Dameon came back to town, he told me about this military school in California, called Kessler Academy. After thinking long and hard, I decided to enroll.
You know, I was in the military too.
Really?
Yes, I enlisted in 1999, right after graduating high school. I was fighting in Iraq before you were even born.
That is Dameon calling. I will be right back. Hey Dameon, what's up, bud?
Hey Connor, I have some good news. A former classmate at Kessler Academy says he would be interested in setting up a job shadow with you.
Really? That's so awesome. When is it?
He works down at the Goanimate City Military Recruitment Office. I will text you his phone number and you can give him a call to set up an interview.
Wow, how sweet. Thanks so much, Dameon. You are helping me out a lot here.
You're welcome, buddy. I would do anything to see you succeed just like I did. Let me know when you give him a call. Goodbye.
Wow, job shadowing. That's one step closer to joining the army. Now, time for a celebratory poop.
So, I assume you are Mr. Connor Hanson.
Yes, sir. I am friends with Dameon Wagelman, and he coerced me to join Kessler Academy.
Ah, yes, I love that Ed Wagelman. Him and I were bunkmates for 2 years, until I graduated Kessler Academy in 2019. Ever since then I've been working at this recruitment office.
Well, being a military school graduate yourself, Would you care to inform me on what I would be getting myself into with joining this school?
Well, joining Kessler Academy could be the best thing to ever happen to you. It teaches you discipline, strength, willpower, and most of all, a perfect education.
Dameon was telling me how just about anybody could join. Is this true? Could I someday be as buff and beefcakey as you?
Well, of course, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Ever since I joined that school I have been working out every day and now I am built like a truck.
I think the thing I am most worried about is leaving my family. My mom has another kid on the way and my sister is getting married soon. I just feel like I will get very homesick.
Of course you will get homesick. When Dameon first arrived he was so homesick he would cry and throw up and shit himself every day for 3 months straight, until he went to therapy. It gets hard at first, until you realize that this school will be the best thing to ever happen to you. I promise, you will transform into a manly man by the time you graduate.
So, with that being said, what is the next step I should take?
Well, I will give you a workout routine to follow every day up until you depart. I will help you fill out an application and once you get accepted you will find out your ship-out date.
How long does the process take until I get a response back from Kessler Academy?
If you apply today, then it will take 3 to 5 business days until you find out if you get accepted or not.
Okay, that sounds good. So, shall we get started on the application process now?
Absolutely, let's get a pen and paper ready.
Anthony, are you done yet? I've been holding in a Mondo Duke for the last hour and I need to go.
Sorry about that, bathroom's all yours.
Well, it's about freaking. Anthony, your eyes. Are you smoking weed again?
I plead the fifth on that one.
Anthony, the situation has gone way too far. You are smoking nearly 7 times a day, and now I can't even take a shit when I want to because you decide to hotbox the bathroom. Do you even understand what's gonna happen when Dad finds out?
Well, he is not going to find out, because you are going to keep your big mouth shut.
How are you managing to get your hands on this weed? You don't have a job, so what are you using to buy it, and from who?
I'm getting it for free off of Emily. Every week she purchases $140 worth of bud, and we split it 50-50, as long as I give her something in return.
And what would that be?
Well, I'm going to plead the fifth again. All can tell you is, both of our hands are busy at work.
Wait, are you telling me she actually took your virginity? You know what, I don't even care anymore. I have to poop and get ready for Lawrence's New Year's Eve party tonight. Are you coming or not?
No, I'll have to pass on that one. I'm picking Emily up and we are going to a New Year's Eve party at her friend's house tonight.
You're picking her up? With what? You don't have a car.
I'm taking Dad's car. He works tonight so he will be taking the subway.
It doesn't matter anymore, whatever. I need to use the bathroom and get ready, so get out of my fucking way before I knock your high-ass block off.
Oh boy, I'm getting tired.
Thank you all for coming out here tonight. I have never thrown a New Year's party before.
For sure. No better way to start out the new year than hanging with the Lemonade Squad, just like good old times.
Lawrence, how did you get away with throwing a New Year's Eve party, knowing how your dad can be?
Oh, he is at a New Year's party of his own. His good friend that lives next door is having one, so as long as we can keep the noise away, I'm sure we'll be fine. Well, nonetheless it's nice to have the gang back together for the start of 2023, just like Eric said.
It does feel weird not having Anthony here though.
Yeah, well, he believes that hanging with a trashy underage drinking whore is better than hanging out with his best friends.
I wonder where his party is at right now.
Anthony, you look upset. What's the matter, honey?
Just feeling a little down. I got into a fight with Silas this morning, and now I'm missing my buddy Lawrence's New Year's Eve party.
Oh, don't worry about them, love. I'm sure their party sucks right now. They're just a bunch of socially awkward insoles crowded in a circle playing Fortnite and stroking their dicks.
Emily, please keep in mind those are my best friends you're talking about.
Sorry, Anthony, I'm just making a point. You'll have more fun at this party anyways. I promise I'll make it worth your time. Now come on into the living room. I want to introduce you to my dad and his friend.
I suppose so. Okay, but let's try to keep the noise down a bit. Lawrence's house is right next door, and I don't want them to know where I am.
Don't worry, they won't. Hey Ted and Mr. Smith, I want you guys to meet my good friend Anthony. He is the one I have been talking about.
Well, Anthony, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, your name is Anthony. You're one of Lawrence's friends.
Mr. Smith, I am very surprised to see you here.
Me too, but it is relieving to see you. I was worried Lawrence was going out partying while grounded, but knowing one of his best friends is here, he can't possibly be doing it.
Oh, well, sure.
You were always such a good kid. All the other kids are a bad influence on my Lawrence, but you seem to never get into trouble. Your parents raised you well.
Actually, I didn't have any parents growing up. I was raised by an abusive blue man chef and his crazy mushroom fairy wife.
Well, whatever they taught you is paying off really well.
Well, thank you for that.
So, Dad, do you know where the key to the liquor cage is?
In the cabinet above the washing machine. Why are you asking?
Ariana is trying to break into it, and I just want to make sure she doesn't get her hands on it.
Okay then, be safe, sweetie.
I will be, Teddy.
Emily, is Oriana really trying to steal your dad's alcohol?
Anthony, you do not know me that well, it seems like.
What are you talking about? I think I know you very well at this point.
Anthony, Ariana didn't steal any of my dad's booze, but we are about to.
Emily, smoking weed is one thing I really like to do, but getting drunk is a completely different ballpark. Are you sure I would be okay?
Baby, we will be okay, I promise. I have done this countless times. Besides, it is New Year's Eve. Just live a little, sweetheart.
Well, I suppose so.
Here it is. Are you ready to finally see my wild side?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Guys, it's 11:59, another full minute until the new year.
Let's all get ready for another exciting year.
I am feeling right now.
That's good for you, but I don't want to be drinking that stuff. I'm sorry for chickening out, but anyways, get ready. The ball is about to drop and it's going to be midnight.
Anthony, come cuddle me please. I am so horny.
Emily, I think you want more than to just cuddle.
Well, why don't you come over here and find OUUUTTTT?
Well, this New Year's ball ain't about to drop nearly as much as my balls are about to. Fuck it, we ball, ha, get it?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, it is now 2023. Happy New Year, guys! This is about to be an amazing year full of such excitement and adventure.